Everyone, today we have a really relevant message as we prepare for Thanksgiving. So then I say to you, don't worry about your life, what you'll eat or what you'll drink, or about your body, what you'll wear. Isn't life more than food and the body more than clothes? Look at the birds of the sky. They don't sow seeds or harvest grain or gather crops into barns, yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Aren't you worth more than they are? And who among you by worrying can add a single moment to your life? Why do you worry about clothes? Consider the lilies. They don't wear themselves out with work and they don't spin cloth. But I say to you that even Solomon in all his splendor wasn't dressed like one of these. If that's how God dresses the grass in the field, which is alive today and tomorrow is thrown in the furnace, won't God do much more for you, you people of little faith? So don't worry and say, what are we going to eat? Or what are we going to drink? Or what are we going to wear? The nations chase after these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. Instead, desire first and foremost God's administration and God's justice, and all these things will be given to you as well. So then, stop worrying about tomorrow, because tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. So, are you worried? Are you anxious? Constantly concerned about a global pandemic, political division and racial unrest, and a host of other problems? Well, Jesus says, just stop. Just don't worry. So, problem solved. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. We all know that telling people not to worry typically just creates more worry, right? And then I become anxious about how anxious I am, and I'm worried that I'm not obeying Jesus. That's not all that he says here. Instead, Jesus asks, what are you looking at? Where's your focus? I want to challenge you today to go, like Jesus says, look at the birds. Go look at a wildflower and see what that does to your worries. The beauty of nature reminds us that there is more to life than just me, and that's good news. I don't think Jesus is making light of our material concerns. He lived in a time of political unrest. He had no home or a closet full of clothes. There's probably a lot of days when he didn't know where his next meal was coming from. So if you're concerned about losing your job or making your mortgage, Jesus can understand that. And I would also say that clinical anxiety is a real thing that can't just be wished away. Therapy and medication can be a gift of God too. Instead, Jesus calls us to ask, what are you chasing after? Are we chasing after those things, or are we concerned about the way of God? Because if everyone made God's administration and God's justice their greatest desire, no one would have to worry. So it's true, there's work to do, and we don't want to make light of that. We're all in this together, right? Just stop, look around. Consider that every creature God has made is part of this. And what can we do to take away the worries of the world?